Hola, I'm Ephfive and this is a Scrappy preview of Tesla vs. Edison Powering Up. It's the first major expansion to one of my favorite economic games, Tesla vs. Edison. It adds a sixth player, event cards for extra theme and variety, upgrades in the form of headquarters cards, extra luminary and propaganda cards for even more variety, some rules improvements, and components for AI players and solo play. If you aren't familiar with the base game, you and up to 4 players compete on the landscape of the booming electricity industry of the late 19th century. Players take on the roles of famous or infamous businessmen of the age and race to develop technologies, hire luminaries, claim power projects, influence public opinion, and buy up shares on the stock market. What's surprising about Tesla vs. Edison is that the winner is determined by the best stock portfolio at the end of the game. So all the best technologies and propaganda in the world won't win you the game if your opponent does a better job managing their stocks. That said, having the best technologies and propaganda can't hurt. More than anything, Tesla vs. Edison has a great theme which it backs up with historically accurate names, places, events, mechanics, components, factoids, and flavor text. Mechanically, it does a good job of rewarding prudence and encouraging strategic play without taking hours to resolve each game. What few gripes myself and some of my friends had about the game, it seems the Powering Up expansion addresses and then adds even more. First off, the base game is sorely lacking in representatives of the female gender. That's certainly a sign of the times in which the game is based, but only 1 in 23 of the inventors and luminaries in the game are female. This expansion makes that ratio 8 in 31. This even includes a new playable inventor, CJ Walker, the first female self-made millionaire in the US, which can expand the game to include a 6th player now. The second change for the better is in the way stocks are bought and sold during the game. Previously, a player had to spend one of their very limited number of actions to buy and sell stocks. It wasn't that bad, but it certainly hamstrung development of the player's stock portfolios throughout the game, and didn't always stand up well to the other actions, developing technology, building energy projects, and using propaganda. This expansion pushes stock buying and selling into a self-contained section of bookkeeping at the end of each round. It's cleaner, simpler, and matters more. In its place now is an HQ development action. Each inventor starts with 4 HQ cards tailor-made to their company. Any one of these cards can be built as an action, and they provide immediate, ongoing, or end-game bonuses to their player. In addition to adding much more thought to a player's actions, they further embrace the theme and make each inventor even more mechanically asymmetrical. This change to the game is one I never thought I wanted, but one I will never again play without. Beyond that, the expansion changes the game's final scoring conditions, adds event cards, and includes AI player options. Final scoring is now based on an accumulation of points from stock portfolio performance, cash on hand, and headquarters development. This rewards success in multiple areas of the game and appears to result in tighter races at the end. The most significant source of points is still a player's stock portfolio, so that aspect of play remains compelling. The event cards add a simple twist to each round based on some historical event or person, like the 1888 blizzard, the Pullman strike, or William Vanderbilt. They add some additional variety and replay value to the game. For AI play, a set of 6 cards exist for each inventor, and they detail what that inventor does during each of the 6 rounds. One side of each card has an easier mode, denoted by an image of the programmer Charles Babbage, while the other harder side sports an image of programmer Ada Lovelace, which by the way is a thematic nod many designers wouldn't have thought to include. The addition of an AI option makes solo play possible or adds more action to the game even when there's less players. On top of that, each inventor acts roughly as they did or would have historically. Altogether, Powering Up adds a lot to a game that already has my attention. It should be an immediate buy for anyone that already has Tesla vs. Edison. If you've thought about getting Tesla vs. Edison and haven't yet, Powering Up should lower your resistance.